is good, folks? It's All Things Country here. We did a live stream on Sunday, June 9th. Had a great time hanging out with everybody, and I panned it down to show some people some gold, but obviously I didn't get it all live on camera. So as usual, I'm going to make a quick video panning out the rest of the concentrates, and we're going to get a weigh-in, and let's see how well we did. Here's a look at the full beach setup we ran. We had my Gold Tog mini stream sluice, along with the Flower Gold Wizard smooth water sluice head. It's an awesome combination, and as you can see, we went a little overboard on the bubbles just for fun. Let's see how we did. Alright folks, here we are down at the panning station. There's our concentrates from the sluice that I didn't finish panning out. As you can probably tell from the camera, there's lots of pyrite and lots of black sand in there. So we're going to go ahead, take our black sand magnet to this, and remove some of that nasty stuff. That's so satisfying. But yeah, pretty nasty stuff from the creek where I prospect, but that's okay. They said we'll deal with it. Wow, looks like our buddy Bob Ross stopped by for a visit. But yeah, always worth. We will pan these magnetics out. It's always worth double checking. Make sure you didn't trap any gold. Whenever you pulled that black sand away, you can see we trapped some pyrite in there, that's for sure. But I'll put this good stuff aside for a second. We'll pull over our oil change pan. And let's see if we trapped any gold in those magnetics. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I do already have a good amount of jet dry in that water, so we don't have to worry about any small gold floating away. So when I pan black sands, what I typically like to do, stretch it nice and thin, give a few really good solid taps, stretch it thin again, more taps, and then go to town. And there's a piece of gold right there that we would have missed if we didn't do that. Just a little piece of flour gold, but all gold matters. Awesome. And this is how I do it, really nice and slow. And look at that. There's another piece of flour gold I almost missed. So these black sands can be really, really deceiving. So you got to be really, really careful when you're panning everything out. Don't want to lose that flour gold. Just taking it nice and slow. No reason to rush anything. Panning is a very relaxing activity. Look at that big chunk of pyrite up in there. May as well slide that down, get that out of the way. Yeah, so not only do we have all these pure black sands, they look like they're chunking up on us, which I don't know why they tend to do that. It only seems to happen some of the time and not all of the time, but you can see how it's sliding down in great big chunks there. But I can still see my nice piece of flour gold over there, so keeping an eye on that. And I actually, as I'm panning, using that as a guide to see if I'm going slow enough, because what I don't want to do is move a bunch of gold while I'm doing this. And so far, so good. The nice thing about doing the black sands first, I always find, is when you go to the other stuff, it's easy peasy because you don't have, you've taken so much time trying to pan these black sands out, and I'm already seeing some pieces of gold forming at the top here. get rid of some of the stuff at the bottom. Because what can happen sometimes if you're not careful is your gold will slide down into that big pile at the bottom and you're going to find yourself starting over again. So always best just to take your time. Go through this. Make sure you don't lose any gold. Because Lord knows we work hard enough for it out on the creek. And I am the kind of guy that will eventually empty out this catch pan I'm using and pan it out all over, sluice it and pan it out all over again. I think by the time I'm done, I'll probably have sluiced my dirt 4 times and panned it out probably 2 or 3. Really, that's the only way to make sure you're catching everything. But I am seeing some nice gold forming in there. Walk that to the top. It's going to be very difficult for you guys to see. This is all the flour gold. And again, you just get rid of some from the bottom. Keep my eye on it, make sure that I'm not losing anything. And then back up top. Almost there. And I can still see my nice piece of flour gold from the beginning stuck over here on the left. Patience is key when you're doing this, I'm telling you. It'll be very hard for you guys to see, but I'll see if I can bunch it all up for you. And there we go. Got rid of that nasty black sand. And you know what? It's not going to tip the scales. But we do have some gold here at the top of the pan. So I'm just going to put that aside. My snuffer's behind me in the cabinet. I should get up and go get it and snuffer it out. But we'll leave nothing but gold in the pan, and I'll just transfer this over to the other one when we're done. Easy peasy. Alright, so we'll set that aside and we'll move on to the rest of our cons. Alright, well, slight change of plans. We are going to absolutely wuss out and we are going to use our snuffer to pick that up. Rather than trying to mess around, trying to get those 4 or 5 little tiny pieces of flour gold into the next pan. So with that being said, we've got some stuff in our snuffer here. Let's get to the bulk of the cons. So luckily we have might have some hematite in here, but now all the magnetics are out. So we should have an easier go with this one. Now I do know there is some pretty good gold in here because we did uncover it during the live stream. But I'm sure I missed some in my haste trying to pan it live for everybody. So, very anxious to see what we get here. But you can see the flashes of pyrite every time I tilt that pan. So this is all about trusting your panning skills, number 1. And number 2, being vigilant, keeping a close eye out, making sure that gold doesn't come down. So take out what you're confident in, then go all the way back to the top, stratify, and start it all over. Till all you've got left in the pan is that beautiful shiny gold. See, and I've already got a piece, really thin flake, trying to get away on me there. So, we did have the snuffer bottle that we went and got. I'm just going to scoop that up, then I don't have to worry about losing it. And as I'm backwashing these things into the oil pan, I'm keeping my eye out, and I can see that there is one piece of gold that snuck by me. So, all the way back up, and we start again. Panning is never a race. Unless you're speed panning at the creek, which is when you're bringing your concentrates home, there's no rush. We're going to give this a really good stratification to help get that gold to the bottom. Once you can get it to make contact with the pan, it's not so bad. We just pulled a lot of heavy rocks out of there, which is fantastic. And you can see all the chunks of pyrite coming down with it. And I am starting to see some gold there, so we'll get rid of what we panned down, giving it a quick double check as we go. And we did awesome that time. No gold in there. Perfect. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. There's a piece trying to escape us there. We'll grab that. Got it. And I am starting to see some gold scattered throughout, so now we've got to be really careful. Not that we weren't before, obviously. See, and there's one flake trying to get out the bottom there, so we'll suck that one up. There we go. And look at that, we're starting to see a really nice line of awesome gold. The thing is, because of where I prospect, unfortunately, this is stuff that a trommel in the old days missed. So as much as it may look big on camera, it's actually very thin, this stuff. Walk that gold along, tap it, get it right back up the top where it belongs. And we got one tiny flake there that wants to get away on us. Nice try, pal. That's a really nice flake there. Very thin, but
nice nonetheless. Let's get this in the snuffer. Since we have it out, snuffer this stuff up, it'll make it a lot easier. That time we had a lot more trying to escape there. Crazy. And that's the thing with these flat flakes. They don't want to play ball. Once they get stuck to the bottom of the pan like that, it's hard to get them to move. As much as I could stuff her up, we're going to do that. And this will just make our cleanup a lot easier. See, now you can see all the stuff stuck at the bottom there. The black sand is almost round, right? So it moves around a lot easier than the gold does. So you can stand to be a little bit aggressive when you get it down to this much, just to separate that sand. There we go, almost nothing left now. And you can see how I'm just developing that line of black sand at the bottom, and that's good. Look at that. Gold panning is not really that hard. People make it out to be this very difficult task. Once you learn it and you get used to how stuff behaves in a pan, pretty much anybody can do it. Just take some patience and some trust that gold will be the heaviest thing in your pan. And there we go. There is a couple pieces up the top, but that's okay, because we're going to dump our snuffer anyways. Alright, so let's dump our snuffer bottle and uncover our awesome gold. Ooh, that's a nice haul. Not too shabby at all. You guys will be surprised though when I get the weight. I guarantee you, everyone always guesses way higher than what it actually is. And that's because the gold in my area, as I said, is stuck to the trommel mist, so it's always really, really flat. A little bit of black sands in there, but not much. Alright, so I'm going to dry this constellation up, and we're going to get a weight and see how we did. Alright, so there's our beautiful shiny gold. A little speck of water there, we'll get that out of the way. This fine thin gold, man, you got to be so careful whenever you're weighing it up not to go crazy with the brush and have it flying all over your panning station. Every time I do a cleanup of this panning station, I find more, so I'm gonna find a way to get a little bit better at doing this. But anyways, That all being said, a little bit stuck up here. Gotta squeeze every little last bit. Nice. Not bad. Not our best weigh-in of the year, that's for sure, but a good weigh-in nonetheless. 0.12 grams. Awesome.
And there you have it, folks. Not too shabby at all. That adds to our prospecting numbers for this year. We're getting up there. My goal is 2 grams, which is really like up there, but we'll see how well we can do. The season is still young. I want to encourage everyone, if you haven't subscribed already, come subscribe, come hang out on the Sunday Lives. It's a ton of fun. We get anywhere from 25 to 40 people in the chat. It's a great community and it's a great place to hang out. And I really enjoy interacting with everybody. And you know what? It's free. Unlike your paycheck, gas, groceries, and everything else in life, there's no tax. Anyways, guys, cheers, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.
Oh, and hey, if you enjoy this, please consider subscribing and check out some of these other awesome prospecting and treasure hunting channels.